On the weekends before 7. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if you caught that. It was on the weekends before 7, but on school days, 8:30, which is actually how it works at our house too. How about you, bud? 7 o'clock?
I usually get up at like 2 in the morning, but today I slept in.
2 in the morning, that's fun. How about you?
3 in the morning, and I just stay up.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Can I ask you a question? On the second Sunday in March, do you get up at about the same time or at a different time? Different time. You guys change your clocks too? No? How about the first Sunday in November? Do you get up at a different time or the same time? Same time? Yeah, you guys just get up, right? You just get up when you get up. Well, you know what? Our clocks, do you know that our clocks change twice a year in British Columbia? And kids and pets get up at the same time, even though the clocks change. Does anyone have a dog or a cat? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy out there for parents. Oh my gosh. South Park, what's going on at your house goes on at houses across the province of British Columbia. Well, almost across the province of British Columbia because it's a bit complicated, but that's what we're here to talk about today. When we change our clocks twice a year, it creates all kinds of problems. Kids get up at the same time even though the clock's changed. Dogs get up at the same time even though the clock's changed. Parents lose sleep, kids lose sleep, and even people without kids or parents, they're losing an hour of sleep, and they're getting less sleep. And so what we see is more car accidents and people not feeling well, and impacts that have a huge unnecessary impact on the lives of British Columbia. And we're getting very close to another time change. In the second week of March, we change our clocks to spring forward another hour, which means you get actually an hour less sleep at home. So that's why when we did a survey, now it's more than 6 years ago, can you believe it? More than 200,000 British Columbians wrote in and said, please, can we stop changing the clocks? We'd like to stay on permanent daylight savings time. Well, we passed a law that said we can stop changing the clocks, but we said we're going to wait. We're going to wait for our friends down the west coast of the United States in California, Oregon, and Washington, and we're all going to do it together. And we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and they passed laws, and they said, we'd like to stop changing our clocks too, and they said, all we have to do is get the Congress to agree. And so then we waited for the Congress in the United States, and we waited, and they never changed it. But guess what? Today, I'm here to announce that we are done waiting. British Columbia is going to change our clocks just one more time and then never again. Wow, South Park, that was some good dancing, everybody. Big round of applause. That was awesome. British Columbians have been clear. This decision isn't just about clocks, it's about quality of life for British Columbians. And this is an unusual time, and we had committed to wait for our American partners. But the reality is that they're stuck, and we want to help give them the push that they need. Someone's got to go first. To be fair, the Yukon went first, and we thank them for that. But we're going to give them a push, and we're also going to make decisions right now where British Columbia decides what's best for us. And that's part of what we're doing right now as a province. And we're going to encourage the Congress to make the right decision and support those governors all the way down the West Coast. But for now, we're going to decide what's best for British Columbians and British Columbia families, and we're going to stay on permanent daylight savings time. That means an extra hour of sunshine for families, and moving our clocks to keep the sun up when the majority of the things that we do at home and in our lives take place. So when we spring forward this March, it's going to be the last time in the province of British Columbia, and here's to a future where kids and pets get the sleep that they need, and the grown-ups too. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. That was some great dancing, and I also love all the clocks. Very good. Very good. We're so grateful to be here on traditional territory of Lekwungen-speaking people. I'm so glad to be here amongst all these wonderful students. Thanks for making all of us dance this morning. It's been a long time coming, and that was a pun, yes. It's been a long time coming. Let me explain a little bit how, you like that one, I like it. Thank you, thank you, yeah. I got him. I wanted to explain a little bit about how this is going to work. This Sunday, March 8th, when we spring forward an hour, it will be the last time change ever for most of British Columbia. On November 1st, when clocks would normally be turned back, no change will be made. And we will have fully transitioned into our brand new time zone called Pacific Time. Pacific Time will be set 7 hours behind Coordinated Universal Time, matching the current offset used during Daylight Savings Time. During the winter, from November to March, Pacific Time will match Alberta and other regions observing Mountain Standard Time. While in the summer, Pacific Time will align with California, Washington, Oregon, and other Pacific Daylight jurisdictions. We're able to make this change now thanks to changes we made back in 2019 to the Interpretation Amendment Act, and that created the legal framework for a permanent shift to Daylight Savings Time, which will be bringing those amendments into force next week to make this change official. And to be clear, people won't be seeing any changes until November, to give them, businesses, and institutions the necessary time to prepare for the transition. So, as a mom of 2 young kids, I cannot wait till next week being the very last time that I'll have to try to adjust my kids to the new time change with their grogginess and their grumpiness on Monday morning. And then when we come back to November, we no longer have to fall back and spend time wondering while we're all hungry at 5 p.m. all of a sudden. So BC's been observing this twice annual time change on and off since 1918. And now, nearly 110 years later, we get to be the lucky ones who no longer have to worry about the nuisance of cataloging every analog clock in our possession. We all have them. Most of it changes with your phone. We all have that microwave or that oven or something that you got to manually plug in the time change. And we won't have to do that anymore after this time change. It's true that we will be losing what is a ritual that we've all been united on for generations, mostly in tiredness and confusion. But what we're gaining is nurses, paramedics, hospitality workers, TransLink drivers, and hundreds of thousands of other shift workers will hopefully no longer have to face this twice yearly adjustment period to their schedules, their sleep, their work, their health. And at a time when so much of us around us can feel chaotic and out of control, I think this consistency with sticking to the one time zone will be much needed. So it looks like a small victory. Personally, I'm truly looking forward to more stable schedules, predictable mornings, and not having to ask myself twice a year what time it is. So the simplest change can have a real impact on people's lives. I want to thank everybody who's contributed to this project over the years. And here's to no more adjusting, no more guessing, no more frantic spring forward, fall back recitations, just steady time, straightforward the way we like it. Thank you. Isn't that wonderful? Hey.